Okay, recording this video for close trade Monday the 12th September 2016. And what do you know, we were looking for a pickup in volatility during September, and we certainly got it with Friday and Monday's activity. I think Friday we had about 42 points of range top to bottom during the day session, and on Monday's activity it was 45 points of range. Now the reality is, on big ranging days like this, you either make a lot of money or you lose a lot of money, and unfortunately if you're losing money on days like that, it is because you are fighting the trend, and that's what I want to talk about in this quick little video. There was a really important sequence during the middle of the day that showed us that this was going to continue on up and be a ranging kind of trending day on the way up on Monday. So let me show you that on the multiple time frame charts. So 500 tip bar chart, multiple time frame kind of system view. Remember, the white bars are downtrend bars and weakness, the red bars are uptrends and strength. This is the close on Friday. This is the overnight session leading to the open on Monday. So during that kind of overnight session, we came into 2100 and hit it a few times, tested it here, and here. Psychologically an important number, but you can also see that the professionals stepped in. Each time we tested it down here, they were in there, and then they bought the breakout, jumping the creek through resistance lines, a whole bunch of blue professional bars, bang, getting the move going. That exhaustion volume is a kind of combination of short covering, but it's also kind of jumping on board the move, getting the move going, getting the energy, the volume, the fuel to drive this move kind of on the way up. And the move is not over until you see that volume coming out. So there's the exhaustion buy at the highs where they're offloading their positions, and it starts to roll over. A couple of nice little entry points on the way up on this uptrend move during the early part of the morning. First one is here, little double support kind of comes in, whole bunch of blue professional bars. You can see there that holds, bang, we take off to the upside. For me, that was 2 minutes after the open of the day. Wasn't kind of ready to trade then, so I just kind of sat and waited for this little retrace, and you can see more blue professional bars stepping in there with a RAMBO pattern. Now, kind of knew that this was going to continue to the upside because we'd not seen blue professional bars at this little high here. I think there's just one in that sequence. We had a whole bunch of blue professional bars here buying that breakout, but they had not gotten involved at the high there. So this move doesn't roll over until we see blue professional bars at the highs. This whole sequence there, more kind of going on here, and then that exhaustion buy, bearish divergence. So that move is still good for a continuation of the uptrend because we've not seen blue professional bars at the highs. So jumped in there. I was long 17.5 out at 22.5 for a nice little 5-point trade there. Then I was waiting for this thing to roll over, and remember the kind of the rule of thumb. First of all, the move is not over until we have exhaustion patterns, bearish divergence, and price completing. So what was going on here was we had exhaustion buy, bearish divergence, and then price needed to make a pullback to end of trend sequence here. So the question is, should you be starting to play a reversal at this point here? And there's a couple of reasons why you shouldn't be doing that. The first one is, here's the 11 a.m. window kind of going on here. And let me just blow this up. 11 a.m. window, we've just gone pullback end of trend and overshot it on the way up here. Couple of minutes before then, we're making new highs for the day at 11 a.m. So if we've not reversed by 11 a.m., it's high probability that it's a continuation day kind of on the way up, which is what we did. So that's the first thing that says, the 11 a.m. window has closed, unlikely to reverse at that point. The high probability trades a continuation into the upside, just breaking to new highs all the time. The second clue was this, bang, 3 RAMBO patterns, one after the other at that kind of breakdown level. We had a little bit of weakness kind of going into there, and that was the amateurs trying desperately to short it at that point, thinking the top's in, we're going to go back, test 2100. And I must admit, I was of that mind up until those RAMBO patterns. I was like thinking, yep, it's a good chance that we'll go test 2100. I'd actually got short into this move here. I was short 26.75, but then as soon as it reversed and went back up, I got out break-even trade at that point. And those exhaustion cell bullish divergence kind of gave us the energy to get this move going again into another exhaustion pattern from here to here. So the high probability trades were to continue going long and to not follow in with the amateurs at that point at RAMBO patterns where they were trying to kind of sell it down. You can see a couple of other areas where they're trying to get short at this point here. Again, after it looks like a blow-off move there, but it's too late in the day. The chances of that being a reversal is not there. The highest probability thing is we're just going to bust stops and keep on going up and up and up. Had a nice last trade of the day, long at 34, kind of later on out for another 5 at 39, but this thing kind of kept on busting up and up. Anyway, so overnight we've had a little bit of weakness. You can see here topping out, profit taking kind of going on there, but at some point the blue professional bars will kind of come in, as we're starting to see here, and hold, and we'll go test up to the highs of today. So there we go. That was the clue for today. 11 a.m. window has shut and we'd not reversed, and there's all the amateurs kind of getting short, wanting to get short at that point there. And that's your signal that this thing is probably going to continue up, break to new highs throughout the rest of the day, and that's exactly what we did. Anyway, so I hope your trading is going well, and looking forward to a good week's trade with kind of a pickup in volatility. Okay, just gone long 1750, long 1750, what is it, 8:52 a.m. Chicago time. Kind of missed the run-up in this rally. This morning we had a nice little setup here with a little blue professional down bar at a pullback and an uptrend. This is a relief rally kind of going on. We're going to test the lows, I'm sure, at 2100 sometime later this morning, but don't think it's in. The high's not in yet. I think we're going to test up to, what have we got, 2075, 2075, yeah. So my target's at 2150, just for a little one, and what I'm kind of expecting is a little bit of an exhaustion pattern up there. We're just playing a little bit with RAMBO patterns. You can see we kind of topped out at RAMBO patterns. Last blue professional bars though were kind of here, a little bit behind the move, and we've kind of actually come back into the zone, funnily enough, with those blue professional bars kind of down here. System's still showing strength. We had an early end of trend and then an intermediate end of trend, and then we kind of cracked on through again, another end of trend on the lowest time frame, and we're going pullback end of trend on the highest time frame. All at once, that exhaustion pattern, that was a pretty good reading, kind of generated flush. This was getting the thing going. Pre-open exhaustion buys, bang bang bang, just showing the strength there. Nice kind of decent readings, and that's because we've got a lot of activity. But all those blue professional bars should have been at the highs rather than kind of there. So here we go. We're just going up. I just moved my target out to 2250. Reason for doing that, okay, another RAMBO pattern up here. Still looking for that kind of exhaustion type reading on better momentum on the 1500. And here we're just about to hit 2150. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to this one just to see what the reading is. For 2150, been hit RAMBO patterns, but at some point this will come in. We've got higher volatility today and after Friday's activity, so pushing out a target kind of makes a little bit of sense. Okay, some blue professional bars coming in here. None on 1500 yet though, and none on the 45. So come on, just go, take me out. Ooh, hate it when it does that. Just follow through, please. Bingo, just taken out. 2250, excellent. 4-5. First trade of the day, nice one. Now that will be pullback to end of trend at some point. That'll kind of come in. Is it all over? Maybe not. We're going for a little bit of a screamer up to 23s. But anyway, that's good. That's a nice one.